What is going on, football fans? We are talking a little Thursday night football. I am joined by Jeremiah Sheen for the second half of S&S, Sheen and Sandu. What's up, Jer? Ready to talk a little Thursday night football? Big matchup?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. It's going to be playoff-like atmosphere. And, streaks can only go so long. And you can only beat so many high-caliber teams in a row. And I just don't think Dallas has it in them to get this third premium win. I think Detroit knows what they're playing for. Dallas is also playing for their playoff lives, but I think Detroit's got a little bit more to play for. They got the home crowd behind them, and Dallas on the road, a little suspect, but yeah, I'd like Detroit to get its bounce back spot, and Dallas to just they've been tensing that muscle for just a little bit too long. I think they got to retract just maybe for a game. Maybe they'll get back to their winning ways. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a tough matchup in the sense that Detroit will be home, and then Detroit off a loss at home. We know they're traditionally pretty good under the Dan Campbell era, but the only thing I think stopping Detroit here is if just crazy fourth down calls. As long as Dan Campbell doesn't turn into Dan Gamble, I think Detroit will be pretty solid. Just keep the ball away from Dallas's offense. Best way to do that is feed Jameer, right? Jameer Gibbs has got to be the monster. Screens, tosses, whatever it's got to be. Get the beast the ball. And then obviously Jamison Williams, get him some deep balls because guys basically got track speed out there. And it looks like Detroit's going to be a little shorthanded again. Obviously, they're not getting their superstar center Ragnu back. He failed a physical. Not the best news there, but I mean, I think they were doing good without him. And I think this is a really prove-it game for the OC for Detroit. He's been getting a lot of flack because, they're seeing what Ben Johnson's doing in Chicago and number one seed, and Detroit's lost a couple here, and Thanksgiving game lost to Green Bay, as we predicted, was just a tough matchup for Detroit. They just don't match up well with Green Bay. So, yeah, I'm going to be laying the 3 here. I am taking Detroit -3. It's a small number compared to the rest of the year. You've usually had to pay -7 or -8 or -10 for the Lions at home. And both teams are same amount of rest. They both played on Thanksgiving, so I think the only issue is Dallas will be traveling, and public is heavily on Dallas. We know what happens when the public goes heavy on a dog, Jer. Those dogs, they go to heaven. They don't stick around for
really
too long, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Detroit at home is really money, and I think that play action is really going to stymie Dallas's defense, because if you're not on Jameer Gibbs, he'll run. He'll get 3-4 yards on you every play, and then they're just going to march down the field the 10-minute drives. And if they, if they go on him full, then they can just turn and pass it. So yeah, I really think that play action is going to work huge.
I think they're going to have to find a way to stabilize CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I mean, it's easier said than done, but Detroit's, their pass defense hasn't been the greatest, so maybe they can shut down the run game and then take that element away from Dallas early, make Dallas, get third and long, and then get some pressure on Dak. We know your boy Hutchinson's ready to go off for a big game. Right?
Yeah.
So, and I think this would be the game, primetime game again. And I think Detroit's ready for a bounce back one here. They usually, every stinker they've had this year, they've bounced back week 1. They had a stinker against Green Bay, came back, demolished Chicago. They had a stinker where they lost to Minnesota, came back, demolished Washington, although, Washington's pretty shitty. So let's look for the same thing here. A couple of stinkers for Detroit in a row. Almost lost to the Giants. Squeaked it out. And now they got handled at home by Green Bay division opponent. So I think Dallas is flying high, Jared. They're going to get their wings cut off here a little bit. So definitely, I'm going to lay the 3 with Detroit for sure. I might take an alternate spread and do like a -6.5. Right, get some plus money just because I think Detroit wins this by touchdown plus. I don't think Detroit is going to win this by a
If
field
Detroit
goal.
scores 35, they're guaranteed to it. I think Dallas will still have like 20 something, maybe even 28. But
Yeah.
even over 30. If Detroit's over 30, over a 30 burger, they got the win. Dallas will
I'm
get their
predicting.
points.
I'm predicting like a 30-21 type game for Detroit. Right, like the over/under is one of the highest over/unders, obviously, with these potent offenses. Probably the top 2 in the league, I would say, like per game. But still, I think Detroit, you keep ball control, you get Gibbs the ball, Montgomery, keep that offense off the field. Detroit, do what you do, run the ball, play action. You know what I mean? Get the crowd involved early. Yeah, I get the crowd involved early. Get Dallas one-dimensional. Maybe get a pick from Dak. Yeah, I'm liking the spot. Detroit, get right. Give yourself a chance because they lose this, Jared, 7-6, and I don't know. I even think they're going to get a wild card spot with that, right? Like it's probably to run the table.
But a lot of the top-ranked teams are losing games. Philadelphia lost again.
Wide open.
So,
no dominant teams this year. Would you agree? Is there any, like, I know Rams were thought of as the dominant team, but like besides them, I mean, Seattle's looked good this year, but obviously people will question Darnold. But like AFC has no dominant team. Like New England, yeah, they're 11-2 or whatever, but we know their opponents have been pretty soft, to put it that way. So they obviously haven't earned the respect of the betting market. So let's see what's in store. So yeah, that's our Thursday night preview, prime time. Lions, Dallas, the battle of the silver and the blue. So please join us for our Sunday night preview. That will be Kansas City and Houston. And we'll also have a Monday night preview, prime time. Our Eagles going to SoFi, Chargers. Will Justin Herbert play? I don't know, Jer, but I think he's gonna suit up. If Justin Herbert plays, kind of like the Eagles. I think, yeah.
Well,
that's my 2 cents.
Mickey Becton's he's not in a good mood apparently lately. They took him out for a few plays, and I was reading that he might be open to a return to his Super Bowl brothers. We need him right now.
Yeah, we're kind of missing that guy. He was a staple there, and he made some big plays in the playoffs. So let's see what happens in the offseason. But let's get out of here and see everyone for the next preview and our pick show, of course. Later, guys.
Peace.